reality of what is happening here, in my view, is extremely simple. We have an institution that has been working, that was actually there before we promulgated the Constitution of 2010. We then promulgated the Constitution of 2010. Now, there's doubts that has been created about it. So if you look at it carefully, this is basically a continuation of the implementation of the Constitution. There are those who feel that this is part of the devolved fund. It isn't. This is a national fund which is actually being implemented at the constituency. So I do not see why we cannot actually proceed and now amend the Constitution so that it is in line. Laws, people are not made for laws. Laws are made for people. So if we find an institution that is working, we have all listed here what the CDF has done, what CDF has achieved. We have looked at even chapter 4 in terms of education, the rights, the Bill of Rights of the kids getting education. That is actually part of this. So, Mr. Speaker, mine is just to say this is part of actually the completion or continuation of the implementation of the Constitution so that it is in line. And it is just some people who have created doubt. So I support this. Bringing together NGAF and Senate oversight, I'm not so sure, but I think our colleagues who have brought this have to look into that. What are the merits of that when we're discussing this extremely important proposal? So I think we should actually, to a large extent, stick to the CDF. The role of the Senate is actually clearly stated in, I think, in Article 96. So I don't see why we are bringing that at this point. The only page that, again, I'll support is the Economic Stimulus Fund. This, I think, has come about because when Women Enterprise Fund was established, it was for men. Uwezo has been for the youth and people with disability and women. Youth Fund is for the youth. There's been a big cry amongst men that where do we support the men with this kind of funds? Therefore, perhaps that is something we should look at. So in my view, this is a simple matter. We are looking at the Constitution, and the Constitution should not stop a useful function, something that actually, even if you are to go to a referendum, will literally pass. It is the law we are changing to serve us. The law cannot stop us from getting the services we need. With that, Mr. Speaker, I support this proposal, and the proposal should actually look at in details, take out the aspects that we don't need, and remain with the aspects that we will go with. And all of us, colleagues, this is something we must fight for and get passed. Thank you, Mr. Speaker.
The MP for Kesses, Honorable Julius Ruto.
Thank you so much, Mr. Speaker, and congratulations. Seeing you for the first time sitting there feels good. Mr. Speaker, allow me to take this opportunity to also contribute to this very